Hey everyone, welcome to Games Done Right. My name's Michael, and today I'm doing something I've wanted to do for 22 years. Share with you the greatest video game of all time, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sincerely excited to share this experience with you all. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any gameplay or story. Now let's get it. Wow, that is a nice screen to see, the Nintendo 64. Welcome everybody. We are going to take on Ocarina of Time right now. This is my favorite video game of all time, so thank you for joining me. If you want to see the sequential videos, be sure to subscribe below. Let's just do this. Let's do it. I love that music. Okay, let's start by deleting Link. And as you can see, I already tried to do a run on this, but let's do it fresh. How about the name Link? Seems like a good one, right? Dude, all of these buttons, the screen, everything is just so nostalgic right now. It's crazy. Okay, Link it is. Let's get going. Okay, so we are going to be playing on this controller today, an OG Nintendo 64 controller. So we want to get the authentic feel for it. No, I'm so psyched. Feel free to read the script. I'm not going to read it for you. It's not going to be that annoying. I will probably end up doing some voices. I have a habit of doing that. Apologies in advance. So just enjoy. This is the most nostalgic game I've ever played. Like I said, it's my favorite, and it paved the way for adventure and RPG games. Interesting note, Nintendo actually likes to make the Zelda games start by waking up, Link waking up, because almost like in a dream, you just are put into this world. I think that's pretty cool, pretty insightful. And these graphics, I mean, they look dated now, obviously, but there was a time when this was as good as virtual reality. You know, I remember sitting down with my brother Steven, and we were about to play. It was Christmas morning. We opened this up. We both lost it, just like we do on you've seen on those videos, and we stared at the screen, and then we stared at each other in disbelief that it wasn't real life. It looked so organic, and the depth to it, it was weird. I'm sure there's millions of people out there who feel just like we did. That was a good day. That was a good year. Okay, so Link is the boy without a fairy here, and the great Deku tree is sending Navi. Oh my goodness, like navigation. I'm not kidding, this is the first time I've ever thought about that. Sending Navi over to wake Link up so we can get started on his quest to save Hyrule. So I'm going to be going through this game by the dungeons and like leading up to the dungeons. I'm not going to do a lot of the exploration in consideration of your all's time. So like the side quests, I won't be doing those on camera, but you might see me with like a certain weapon or item that you have to do a side quest for to get, and I'll be playing with it, but I won't show you how I get that unless you'd like me to. And please mark in the comments whether you like what I'm doing, if you want me to keep doing it. I'm going to play through it. I haven't played this game in like 15 years, so all by memory. We'll see how strong that is. That Navi part of flying through the world was just Nintendo flexing, just showing off what they can do. All right. I'm pretty psyched about this. So Link wakes up probably noon 30. We're gonna go save Hyrule. So interesting point. I'm going to give you some insight on a lot of this stuff. Why does he not have a fairy? I'm sure you're asking that question too. Or you were. Oh my goodness, this is so hard to navigate. That's just a weird perspective. I remember starting off this game and being like, whoa, like it's not just left, right, up and down. I actually used this part of the D-pad. And that's not how you play this game. Sorry, your boo. I love this. One of my favorite parts in this. Wonder who that is. So she basically tells you that the Great Deku Tree is looking for you, and we need to find a way to get him because the pathway is blocked. We have to have a sword and a shield. So collect these rupees here. This is a lot harder to navigate than I remember. Watch me go full boss mode on this part though. This was the hardest thing in the world for me back in the day. Crushed it! Crushed it! Did I get these already? I think I did, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a few of the rupees that are in this place. They're pretty much useless any other time in the game except for right now. One of these is a heart, and I think it's that one. Alright, this one's got the rupee in it. Okay, I am like legit struggling here with the controls. Okay. I'll get it though. It's because I was playing with my hands down. I need to be playing up. I feel like I'm standing right now. I'm so used to leaning forward and resting my elbows on my knees. I don't know if anyone else plays like that. I sure do. This was hard for me to see actually because it looks so flat. My brother and I didn't really know where this led. And then I thought this was going to be a huge maze, almost like a mini dungeon, just like right off the bat, but it's not as big. Oh god. Wow. That would have been very sad to like take damage the first 5 seconds. Alright, you got a 50-50 chance. It said there's 2 items you need in here. Which one do you think it is? I mean, it's obviously the sword. Kokiri sword! Also, I'm sorry that I'm going to be speaking a lot of these things. I know you do it in your head too, so don't act like you're above it, because I know you're not. I forgot that you have to equip this stuff. You know they added this just to show like the 3D depth and stuff. Alright, so let's equip that sword, because I don't want to forget. Ooh, I'm gonna be saving a lot accidentally, I'm pretty sure. I know there's 5 rupees back behind this. $42, that'll do it. Alright, so we're gonna go over here to this red roofed building and buy our shield, which is $40. And ignore this girl. There's no way around it. You gotta talk to her. That's the one bad thing about the beginning of these games. I have to do that so often. Okay. Grab the Deku shield. So Mido doesn't get annoyed, or so we don't get annoyed of Mido. Fortunately, we can't skip these things. I would not. There's an extra $5 in here too. Nice. Oof. This joystick thing, man. I don't know. I might have to go get like a different controller. Alright, put the shield on. You want to see the Great Deku Tree? That's what he sounds like to me in my head. Probably something annoying. Or an annoying kid you had in school you grew up with and you just hated sitting by him, and when they assigned seats you were pissed. That's all that was. Grab this Deku stick. Don't know how to use them, but basically you just swing it, right? Also, they're flammable. So something, if you're new to games done right, you'll know that I'm not like a speedrunner or anything, but I am going to play through. I'm going to give you the background, the story. I want you all to experience it. If you either never got to play it, you don't have the resources, the money, consoles, etc., or internet connection to download. So enjoy this. This is for everyone. Anybody who wants to experience this game. It doesn't have the time to play it, say, or set it up. Was that the right thing? Okay, yeah. He's basically saying he's infected because some guy poisoned him. So Navi and I are going to go in there and see what's what. A great Deku tree. If you've played a lot of the new games, like Breath of the Wild, you know that the great Deku tree in there is not his first appearance. Inside the Deku tree. Awesome. Bringing back a lot of... I'll grab this Deku nut. Sick, right? 2 rupees? That was embarrassing. We'll be okay. Let's take this rough route. Told you I'm not like a pro gamer, I'm just a great gamer. I didn't know that this was climbable. I never got close to it. My brother actually had to tell me that. We're not going to get the dungeon map here. We'll just move along. Can't tell you how many times I tried to climb up that thing now. Didn't work. Yes, Navi. I need to pay attention to what the action icon says on the top of the screen. Oh, it's a good tip. It doesn't work if it's really, really high, though. Now these things just remind me of Majora's Mask. Anyone else? There's that heart I needed. They're going to be plentiful in the beginning. Look at that trick shot. So normally after you get this item, you have to... I'm going to wait for you to see what it is. If you don't know what it is. Fairy slingshot! Alright, so normally you use this to shoot a ladder that's in the ceiling, kinda, to get it to drop so you can climb back up. Because that floating block that you saw when I first walked in falls after you touch it once, so... yeah, there we go. Let's equip everything. Let's just go ahead and hit it, why not? That's how you're supposed to do it. That is games done right! But we're gonna do this also. You both. Alright, so that wall that I walked by, which had the dungeon map, and had those spiders up crawling around it, you use the slingshot here to knock them down. This is harder than it should be. So there's a gold Skulltella up here. Not gonna get that though. Just gonna make our way down. There was a big net area, well, spiderweb area. And... oh my god. Such a rookie right now. Boom! That took us hours. I am going to grab some of these Skulltellas here because there's items that I'm going to need later that I would like to have these for. Besides, if you don't know what a gold Skulltula was, that's what it is right there. Okay, there's one more right here. This is it's so smart of like what Nintendo does. They put obstacles that you have to like think about, but they're not too challenging, and they kind of introduce you to the game. That's something that they're really well known for. Turns that on. There's a little thing in the water here. You can move past that guy. So that, and opening. Alright, this one's gonna tell us everyone's favorite number. What's your favorite number? Two, 3, 1. How do you remember that? 23 is number 1, obviously. No joke. I use that for so many things in my life. Like, a lot of times when people say, pick a number between this and that, guess what I'm going to say? And only the best and brightest know what that number will be. That took me a long time too, because I didn't really pay attention when it said that I had to push A to dive down there. And that thing is scary when you get hit by it and you're surprised. Yes, I know I need to hold A to move a box. Although I did struggle with that too. Even though they force you to read this, I still don't pay attention to what the action icon says. Shortcut! Do you like that? Light these torches. Whoa! Nice sneak attack. Grab this torch. Make our way out of here. There's super scary things hanging from the ceiling too, so you want to GZFO as fast as you can. I can hear him. I can hear him. Oh, I hate that so much. That's the worst sound. Now I know there's a way to get this torch lit. To use your Deku stick and get that torch to light your stick and then set the ground on fire, but I'm going to do it the official way. And I actually had issues with this because I didn't realize that by swinging forward, your stick here would swing down. Alright, how about that secret we heard? What's the pattern? Who knows it? Thought I was gonna have that one. 2, 3. One. How did you know our secret? How irritating. Who else said Coupe de Grace? That's every 12-year-old did, right? I did. Coupe de Grace. Okay. Boss time. Record time. There's an interesting glitch, or I guess implementation that Nintendo did here with that door in it. Google, oh my goodness, sorry. Google speedrun, Ocarina of Time speedrun sometime, and you'll see a pathway that someone uses to get to be really fast. It's right here in this area. Oh man. Alright, so basically you have to hit him in the eye when, with the slingshot. His eye's red. And that will get him to drop. You can hit him in the eye more. You might be able to get him in 2 drops. There you go. So that's it. That was actually pretty hard. We got a lot of game overs, my brother and I, in fighting this boss. But man, was it fulfilling. And let's get our heart container. We deserve it. We worked hard for it. Something like that. Alright. Let's bounce. Alright, so I'm gonna let the video play for all those who want to see the story. Make sure, I'm gonna keep bringing these out. You don't want to miss the next part. Make sure to like and definitely hit subscribe down below so you can stick with the story. Great Deku tree again. Hopefully we saved him in time, yeah? I'm trying really hard not to read this in a British accent. A wicked man of the desert. So this kind of sheds some light on why Link doesn't have a fairy, and shows an ominous, mysterious man riding through the desert, which is on fire. Looks like Northern California a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of big words in here for a kid to be reading, especially an American kid. My favorite of the 3 goddesses would have to be Nairu. Got blue. Blue is my favorite color. Avi, and my Hydro Blast, Liv. I'm really glad in some of the games that these characters remain and they kind of center around the goddesses. Hopefully that's not a spoiler. And yeah, I mean, again, just Nintendo showing off their graphics ability with this console. I know for some of you out there, maybe this is the first time you've seen this game, or you know, you were born in the 2010s, and you know, you've seen everything. You've seen all the games, like the Halo 1 and 2 anniversary games, all those graphics, and the Battlefield games, all of it. So this looks really dated and sad, but this is where it came from. Know your roots. Your parents and grandparents, maybe even, were playing stuff like this, and even 2D only stuff. But what they lack in Flash, they definitely, as the screen flashes, they make it for in the storytelling. And this is kind of when games started to flourish in that light. So yeah, please let me know what you think about this run. Again, make sure to subscribe to see the next one, and let me know your thoughts about this game, your favorite part of the run, or your favorite part of Ocarina of Time in general. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart. The evil man who cast his death curse upon me and sapped my power. Sap, get it, tree? Because of that curse, my end is nigh. This is actually kind of sad. I know it's a tree, and it's a video game, so I get sucked into the story. Next off, we're headed to Hyrule Castle to meet the Princess of Destiny. I actually have drawn these spiritual stones, and this one, the Kokiri's Emerald. Upon request, maybe I'll share this image with y'all. I'm not an artist, I just like to draw. It doesn't look that good though. I entreat ye, Navi. So what do you think? This Breath of the Wild Great Deku Tree, different Great Deku Tree? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you must know, if you've stayed this long, I do think that Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild are connected. They're in the same lineage, same timeline. More on that later. Until next time, it's your turn.